I guess I got to add that to the stage if I want to do anything. Hello, everybody. Let's see. We got Larry in the house. Larry was here earlier with us. Went and did a little quick impromptu live, assembling some pens I turned and having some fun. Interesting that little tidbit today. I have never messed with the wood, bloodwood, and it is a very gorgeous orangey red type of wood. And of course, um, this stuff is burl, right? So it's nice looking wood. Needless to say, I didn't know that when you, and this is my hand, you can see how black, actually, it's super dark purple is what it is. But when you sand that stuff, wet sand it, the friction and oxygen break the cells open or react to a cell or that's in the wood or something, and it turns a dark purple. So literally, I'm sanding this thing, and there's like black going everywhere, super black because it's so concentrated, but it's really just dark purple. And man alive, I've never seen so much black in my life. But anyway, it reacts that way. It's pretty cool. All right, we got Christina James in the house. And we got Larry and Christina, Larry and Christina, Larry and Christina. I was so late finishing up dinner. You're doing just fine. All good, Christina, just trying to talk and say nothing. I guess I get that way sometimes. Larry, you crack me up, dude. Cindy's in the house. Hello, Cindy. Hey, Mickey's there. Hey, look at this, Mickey. Got it right here on my desk. Check it out. Right there, full of water. Staying hydrated in the shop. Absolutely. Let's see. And we got Larry again and Christina saying hi to Mickey and Mickey saying hi back to everybody. Larry, Mickey. Does anyone else think these 01 and 2 symbols? Oh, so that is YouTube's way of creating competition in the group. So you get points based upon the amount of time that you are in the group. Like when Larry joins first, very, very early, he'll be the crown until somebody comments or is there longer than him. So you get points for time. You can see the points up at the top there. You can see points for time. You can see points for communication. So every time you chat, you get more points. The more and more you chat, the more and more points you get. And then they also get a lot of points for super chatting. So if you're a super sticker, so if you're paying money to be on the channel and congratulate the presenter and all that kind of stuff, YouTube awards you with more points. So that way, let me just highlight that one here. That way, you get a number 1, 2, and 3, and it's sort of a competition to get you to participate more and to get you to pay more, because guess what? YouTube gets 25%. So, it's a way to go. Hello, Joe. Just got supper done and served. What are we having? There we go. We knew I'd ask. Mississippi pot roast and smashed taters. Larry, you ought to be right at home with that. Wonder what Mississippi pot roast really is. Never heard of that myself. I'll have to Google it now. Let's see. Christina, Larry, and we got Mickey. Total yum on Joe. Yep, so good, I'll bet. Still don't get it. Yeah, that's about it. It's just their way of getting you to participate in more money. Brian's in the house. Hello, Brian from TBC Bushings. Yes, it is now 32 degrees here and going to go down to 29 or 26 or some silly thing like that by about, what is it? Probably, midnight, 1 or 2 in the morning. It's going to be very chilly. Yeah, it was 64, like I said today, 64 when I took Kevin to work. No, 64 when I got up, 51 when I took him to work 3 hours later. And then when Carrie got up, it was about 41, and now it's 32. So, yeah, it's chilly. Let's see. Person on YouTube earn a little money for so many points. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. Well, it's not effed up, Mickey. It's just a nice, good old northwesterly blow from the cold world called Canada. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? Rebecca's in the house. Everybody know Rebecca. Get your Mickey mug at Rebecca's Fine Store. Let's see. TBC is through bushings. Through, no, turn between centers. Turn between centers. Let's see. 48 here. I may go run the CNC lathe that or do. Yeah, good and cool in the shop. Hello, Kevin's there from the Mustang, Oklahoma Walmart, probably walking and listening while he's doing stuff. Kevin, the Eagles are winning. Go, baby, go. Hey, Teresa Raymer, how are you tonight? Good to see you. That cup is very cool. It's a 40-ounce cup, and I highly recommend two things, and this is a personal preference. It comes with a metal straw, and I don't like a metal straw. So I put that away. I'll put it in my junk drawer. I'll use it in the shop sometime. Carrie bought these really long straws on Amazon. And let me explain something about these cups. These are left-handed and right-handed cups, depending upon how you start. It's a half a turn to sit yourself down in the cup. So if you put it on this, if you're right-handed and you put it on away from you and you do half a turn, it's now snug. If you're left-handed, you do the exact same thing. You're handed, away from you on the other side. You do a half turn. Now you're left-handed. So I'm a right-handed person, so I come here. Essentially what it has two entry points for the thread. So yeah, pretty cool. And it came out really nice, Mickey. I didn't even notice that bird there before. I was looking at all these flowers at the bottom. I just think that is true artwork right there. It's very, very cool. Don't know how you do it. Wish I could figure it out, but then I'd just be copying. So there we go. And let's see. OMG, that's beautiful. What is it? My black fingers from sanding bloodwood. Yeah. Let's see. What good are the points? The points are nothing more than to make you compete. There are some people that just got to be number one. So they'll give money, they'll give comments and all that kind of stuff. It really is just a way to increase engagement. That's all. It's a really good thing to do. You can throw money my way all you want. So just toss it in there. There you go. Get your mug, 20% off. Code for this week, New Year 2026. You go, girl. Tear it up. I was wondering how that works. Yeah, I had to AI it and tell me what the heck was going on there. Yeah, you just keep chatting, Larry, and keep engaging, and you'll just keep getting more points and be number one, or unless somebody beats you. What's really good is to Mississippi mud pie. Absolutely. Man, you guys are chatty in here. Somebody's going to be number one. You skipped me, Dad. I didn't skip you. I haven't got to you yet. Yeah, turn between centers. And it's the idea of, and I'll give you a small example here. In fact, I've been using his bushings all day long. Not only the adapters, whatever, but normally this is a mandrel that you would put in. It's got an MT2 fitting here that fits into the lathe, and you would put all your segments for your pen along here and you would turn. The problem with this, even a weak guy like me, I can bend this just a little bit, which means you're going to get flex when you're turning across a long distance. Now, if you got it cinched down to here, you're probably going to be okay. But what Brian's got, he's got turn between centers, which means you can now take the bushings and the adapters a couple of different ways. One, you've got these little guys here, and I use these for when I want to finish something, but I don't want the thing after I turn it, after I'm finished, or while I'm finishing it, I don't want metal to touch what I'm doing. I will put the blank on here, put that in my lathe, and I will turn between these two. So it's the centers of the lathe that you're turning on. And I'll show you that in a second. The other thing he's got is these would be the bushings for a pen. In fact, I just did this afternoon. It was a dog pen. And these you normally have to put on this mandrel here, right? You take this knurl off and you put it on the mandrel and you got your blank on there. Well, Brian's got these really cool adapters. And this doesn't mean much for anybody that doesn't have a lathe, so it's sort of silly. But I just thought I'd tell you. These here go in the bushings. They fit right in. And now I can put my 60-degree center against that, put the blank in the middle, and then another one on the other end with this adapter. And now I can turn between centers again. And let me show you what those centers are. And I've been using these literally from day one. Brian can go back and look at my orders. It was a couple of years ago when I first started ordering. But let me go and show you. Let me make sure I got this too. Best way to turn kit pens. You got it, man. You got it. It is a double start thread. Yes, it is. I love it. It's a very nice cup. Very nice cup. I do it with Procreate, and I'm really just playing around. Well, you did really good, Mickey Sunshine. Really good. Yep, the adapters go in the finishing bushings too. Absolutely. Poor me, LOL. You're funny. Apparently, Mickey, YouTube does not like your message, and it won't let me click on show. I didn't even know what the heck that was. But anyway, so let me flip the camera over to the lathe because we're sort of done looking at my table here. All right, so when we come over here, this on this side right here is what's called a dead center, because this dead center fits into the lathe and it drives everything else that touches it. So I put this in here, and I could put either, you'll see one of his adapters we're going to use, or one of his bushings to do this. But this is a 60-degree cone right here, and you put it on there. And then this over here is called the live center because it actually is live. So this one actually turns, where this one doesn't turn unless I got the motor on. Okay, so this one is just a freewheeling bearing mounted thing. And I've had this on here for a while, and I got it from Brian. He sells these live centers as well. So this is a live center, this is a dead center, and you can turn between the centers. And that's the name of his company and a great concept of doing it. And I don't know anybody that speaks badly about the idea or speaks badly about Brian and his company. So he's highly thought of out there. Yeah, so good stuff. Good stuff out there. All right. Now, we have got a couple of things here. We got Miss Annie. She was the first one in the bucket tonight, and she wants 5 1/4. I was been messing around all day, and let's see, these are 5 1/2. So I got to make them down to 5 1/4. So let me mark that. This one here, I got to mark in the middle. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. That way, it's a lot more fun than just me mumbling over at the workbench by myself. So these are the 3 blanks we're going to turn first. And those are a young lady named Annie. Actually, I don't know how old she is, but most people are younger than me, so that's good. Let's see, where is my scribble stick? Here it is. So she wants these 5 1/4. And if you notice, there's, sort of a cool looking kind of thing here. Got this pink stabilized wood. And what I do first, so this one is 5 1/2, 5 5/8 long. So 2 1/2 would be 5, and then 5/8 would be another 1/4, and then a 16th. So I'm going to mark the middle of the blank, and then I'm going to come here to 2 5/8, and I'm going to mark the 5 1/4 line, and then this line over here. The reason I do that is that because the way this blank is designed, I can't just cut off one end, because that would make this shorter and then this longer. So I'll take a little bit off of each end. So the original intent of the blank is entailed. Now, this one here, it doesn't matter what I cut off, but I look at it. And one of the things, they got a lot of clear on this end here, and I don't want to get rid of that. So I will take this blank and say it is just a hair over 5 1/4. So it's the science of choosing what to do with the blank or art, depending on how you look at it. This is a note blank, and those are really fun. And this, once again, 5 1/4. And I look at it, and this is a little closer than this one down here. So I'm going to leave that at the 5 1/4 and trim just a hair off down here. Now I will be back. I will go over to the bandsaw, and I'll be right back. We'll make it happen. And these are the things you look at when you're out buying blanks and looking at blanks and stuff like that to try to figure out what you want to do. And I think I just completely wiped that line off of this blank right here. That's just crazy. Okay, let me get this one first. All right, bandsaw is on. So now I got to figure out how long my fingers are going to be black. It might be a few days. But bloodwood turns your fingers black when you're sanding and exposing it to oxygen. All right, I'll just take a sliver off of this one here. All right, that is off. Now we have 3 blanks that are 5 1/4 inches long, and they probably pretty much look just like they did a second ago, except they're shorter. I'm sure it wears off with time, Joe. I just don't know how much time. No worries, Brian. I've been using your stuff since day one. Kevin, I already told you how many pens are in your bucket. 19 so far. Okay, now I got to drill these blanks so I can insert my Brian bushings. And yeah, Brian, we all get better with collaboration more than we do fighting one another, that's for sure. Everybody always thinks there's only 12 customers to go around and we're all fighting over the 12 customers. Man, there are more people around here than you can shake your stick at, I'll tell you. All right, these are going to be a 0.56 turning. And she gets rounded on, let's see, rounded pointy, rounded, and then rounded pointy. Okay, so we got one rounded. We'll do that first, keep it front of mind. That is going to be the pink black wood with the black and white swirly in the middle. All right, we're going to take this pink wood one right here first. Am I on the right area? Ooh, little drilled that whole little. Let me get a little deeper on that one. The problem with a wooden blank is when you start going down to it with the drill bit, it sometimes wants to follow its own path. There we go. All right, let me get it fired up on the television here. There we go. Let me make sure I'm caught up on all my chat here. Pretty blank. Yes. Kevin's going to be a busy guy. Gene's fingers were always one shade or another of wooden stain. No question, right? Kevin is slacking. No, I've been busy this weekend. He's got a bunch to get up. And there's some ink pens there that he doesn't have to do anything with. So that's cool too. Blower on. Let me pull back the new curtain so all the chips stay around me. Yep, he's working all day. He met in the shop, Kev. He didn't mean generally you were slacking. All right, that one is nice and round. Kevin needs to join a union. See, here's the problem, Rebecca, is unions require a group of people. He is a group of one. You know, you're organizing something together, and of course, Kevin's the only one to be organized. All right. Now we're going to do rounded on here and a 0.56 finger hold, and then we'll do something in the middle. Those pink shavings are awesome. No doubt about it, mainly because they're pink. Yeah, and these little bushings right here, these are also TBC bushings for diamond painting turning. Look at the difference. This one's almost brand new. This one's a couple of years old. It's all rounded over. Not sure you can see that on your screen, but it's there. And Rebecca, this is your kind of pink right here too. .64 coming down, heading to .56. Let's see how we're doing here. We are down to .61 because Timmy is a chicken. Don't want to take off too much. Joe, I'm going to be brave this week, get a little bit of time and get out here and work on my sections for the kitless pens, for the fountain pens. That's going to be fun. Let's see how we're doing now. .60. And this is wood, so I'm not going real fast because I don't want to gouge a piece of the wood out. Man alive, I'm pretty chicken to take too much off here. Once I get this side done, the other side will go faster because I'll know how big it needs to be. But yeah, Mickey, that's what those little crowns are all for. Because it works in a lot of groups that are got a couple of hundred people there and people wanting noticed by the creator and all that kind of stuff. Because it is a little bit of, hey, look at me kind of thing. When I pop into Turner's warehouse, there's a British guy named Jamie, super wonderful guy. And he's a Turner over there in Britain. And he also hosts Pete's show on Saturday morning called Saturday Morning Cartoons, which is all about blank making and turning and stuff like that. And he's number one because he'll give £5. So I just jump in there, give $20, take the number one crown, and then somebody else will beat me out and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Lots of fun. I'm always a something. Yes, Rebecca does want those pink shavings. We actually saved them one time. Of course, they were a little redder than these and made her a pretty cool. I'm not sure what we called it, but it was the shavings from, you know, that kid Caden Penoyer. He'll pop in now and again. He won a blank from Troy, and we turned it. And as I was shaving it or carving it, there was a lot of pink stuff left over, and Rebecca's like, save that and make a pen out of it. And I thought, yeah, you could do that. I mean, you could put anything in a pen, right? So I mixed it with some resin, and she got a pen. It's pink, clear with pink glitter, pink wood glitter, as they call it. But yeah, go to Rebecca's website, check out the Mickey art. She has other stuff there too, but that one little thing with the wooded scene with the little flowers at the bottom, man, that really sang to me. And I said, that's what I want on my jug. And now she's working on the Great Wave of Kanagawa for me. My dream diamond pen, AI, and my dream diamond is a ring pen. I don't know, diamond painting pen is a pink wood pen that can be had, and maybe a pink knitting needle pen or knitting needle handle. Man, this wood is very well done. It is stabilized well. It's hard. Must be maple or something. Phew! Oh, excuse me. Getting a little dusty. Let's see how we're doing. We're not quite as thin as the other one yet. We're down to about 0.63 there. Thank you. Hey, Christina. How you doing? I do have a little bit of work to do tomorrow in the office. And then I'll be back out in the shop. I'm going to do a franchise player in the afternoon. Then I'm going to award myself some organizational time on the other side of the shop because I'm rearranging that side of the shop to make the whole place more efficient. Got some things I got to do over there and get things set up. .60, still going down. My goodness. I'm going to bring in the sharp guy here. Well, I didn't take anything off. I just made it sharper or smoother. Just tell us where to meet you, Joe. I thought he was down there in Chickasha or Anadarko or something. I didn't know he was up here in OKC area. Anadarko. Is that where he is? How close is that to Oklahoma City? I thought that was a little while away. Oh, to Oklahoma, not Oklahoma City. I read that wrong. That is some hard wood, I'll tell you, and I don't want to push too hard and gouge it. So I'm just, this one's taking me longer because I'm just nibbling away at it. Let's see how we're doing here. We're down about 0.5, 7.5. So we'll leave that there and we'll sand that down. And then let's see what we're going to do in the middle here. Let me find the middle. Got to get my scribble stick again. I've actually got the heaters going in the shop now. It was getting chilly in here. It's about down to about 60 degrees. All right, there is our center. And this is a sort of an abalone type of mixture in the middle there. That looks pretty cool. I think we might be able to squeeze some vases in there. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's going to be fun. Yeah. All right. Blower off. Diaper in place. All right. Let's see what we got here. About a 40-minute drive. Yeah, about a 40-minute drive to Anadarko. Cool. Is that Chickasha Way? Because there's a couple places in Chickasha I wanted to check out and eat at. Plus, they have the giant leg lamp in Chickasha from A Christmas Story. Not the way I drive. Gotta hydrate. Be right back. Hey, hurry back, Larry. I'll be kidding up Miss Pebbles tomorrow. Good job, Kevin. It's going to be gorgeous. Another blank I have to be on the lookout for. Yes, ma'am. Carrie's got your number. Let's see. The weather turned wicked cold all of a sudden. USA. Yeah, down. Yes, I'm telling you. Chilly here, too. We were talking about that earlier. What's going to be gorgeous? Your Pebbles. Yeah, Kevin's Mr. Weatherman. He's jowed it right in. Welcome back, Larry. My neighbor has a leg lamp in their window. Hey, Ann, there is a giant statue. I think this thing must be 50 feet tall down in Chickasha, Oklahoma. And it is the leg lamp. And it has become, everybody laughed about it when they first put it in, but it has become the big tourist attraction for people coming there and checking out Chickasha. So they'll come there just for that place. Yeah, it's funny as heck. But it really is. And they got it in the middle of town, and it's not like on some guy's private property where you can't get to it. It is right in town. But that'd be a nice drive for us, Joe. We don't get out of the house much. Just kidding. We get out of the house once in a while. The warden lets us out. I mean, the leg lamp is pretty iconic, you know what I'm saying? And they even have it sitting on this giant, what looks like a wooden box, but I think it's concrete. And it says Fragile on the bottom of it. So if you're ever in Oklahoma, you want to take a cute little drive to Chickasha, that's where you can see the leg lamp in all its glory. Yeah, so Joe, if you're down there, let us know when and where we can meet you. I think Chickasha would be awesome. And you can give me my package that hopefully you get from your brother and take it from there. Ooh, it's pink. It's a very pretty pink. It's very pink. Ann, are these your pens? I don't know the full name of, I just know Ann. I don't know beyond Ann of Raccoon Eyes. But if your last name starts with a K, these might be yours. I can't remember. Kevin's disappointed. Oh, okay. Very good. Now I know who Annie goes with. Yeah, you got some pink stuff right here, sister. And I bet you this abalone in the middle is really going to pop. I'm glad you're here, too. That's always fun. Is that coming up soon, the pink and black event? I know Carrie probably knows exactly what that is, but as you might imagine, I'm not terribly informed on those things. Hopefully, Rebecca's still here. She might have bombed in and out and going somewhere else. You never know. Stop by, say hey. Look at my black fingers, man. It is just, everywhere. Oh, Carrie, there you go. Yeah, I'm a little clueless sometimes of exactly what's going on in the world. Uh-oh, I hear Carrie coming. Everybody behave now. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she's going to get Kevin. Guess it's about that time. Pink and black. There's the pink and black event right there. Look at that. Ah, ah, ah. My fingers will fit in the pink and black event. Again, if everybody's wondering why my fingers are all so black and stained, it's actually super, super dark purple. And I had to chat GPT this to understand what was happening, but I said, bloodwood, why is it turning black when I'm wet sanding it? And it gave this big, long technical description, but essentially, when you wet sand it with water and heat and oxygen, that you are the wood, the tannins or something like that in the wood caused to turn black. And it says very much like blood turns black in the presence of oxygen. Same thing in that happens to do that too. So I'm like, oh wow. I'm sitting here crocheting, so I have to type. So I have to type, I have to untangle yourself. Yeah. My mini sets are doing very well. They are more mature designs than most minis. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, somebody explained the black and pink event to Christina. All I know is it's black and pink, and it's happening soon. And I just learned that moments ago. So I would not be the resident expert on that one. Hey, Kevin, before you leave work, I need a multicolored Sharpie set. So go to your pen and pencil marker aisle and grab, you got to have at least 6 colors. If it has more than that, no big deal, but I need a Sharpie multicolored marker. If they don't have a Sharpie, you can get some other brand, but that just rings at the top of my head that it would be something that was there. Yes, it will be tough, Kevin, but you can do it. And I'm probably going to mix up some of my own blanks this week, sort of supporting Carrie in her New Year's Eve event. I'm going to try to do abalone in the vertical. I've done abalone in the horizontal, but now I got to do it in the vertical, and that should be wild for a fountain pen or a diamond painting pen. And of course, I will help. Other than the abalone, I will have Carrie help me pick out the colors. That way, everybody knows we're safe. And thank you, Kevin, for grabbing that kit. Anne is doing a black and pink event. I'm not sure who's hosting it, but I think she says Carrie's participating too. Too many whips. I think that's the whole idea is you have lots of whips, right? That way you've always got something in progress. Let's see. I need to see. I will be doing my regular live with Joanna New Year's Eve. That will be awesome. We'll be doing one too. The internet will be replete with diamond painting funness. Carrie's doing sales. We might turn some stuff. I mean, I don't know what she's got planned, but I know she's got me drugging into it. It's less of a turning event and more than just a let's go be silly event. Ring in the new year type of thing. But that'll be fun. Maybe we can have you pop onto ours or us onto yours, or I don't know what. Just talk with Carrie. She's got it all going. I have no idea. I'm just here. When is the 31st? Is that like Wednesday or something? Let's see. Today's the 28th. What's that, babe? Why is the car not working? It's not working like it won't start? Oh, I'm not worried about that. She said the car's not working. She can't connect her phone. Hang on, let me go help her. I'll be right back. I'm back. I pushed the button for her. Oh, that looks nice. Not full abalone, but it's got a little color in there. Got that white, got the black and the gray in there. It looks pretty cool. Okay, now this step here is we need to clean all the junk off so we can butter up the wood. She is all squared away and can YouTube herself down the road. But anyway, back to that New Year's Eve thing. Let's see, where are we at here? Hey, Emma, good to see you. Let's see, none of us seniors make it to midnight. Yeah, I will because Carrie's going to make me, but I'll be here. I'm a little late for you over there, isn't it? Might be your morning. Hey, Denise, good to see you. She'll be watching Rebecca on the iPad and LLW on TV. Yeah, this is a very cool pen. Okay, now that we got it all dried, now I got to dry it out. So that'll take another little segment of the towel of paper. And what's nice now is I don't feel the massive pressure to produce 50 pens a week because we got the orders down from 120 behind. I don't remember how long ago. It's probably 5-6 months ago. Kept whittling it down, and now we're only about 30, 35 orders out of pocket, which is great. Okay, that is dry now. I'll get a little bit of the butter here. It's actually called wood butter, but it's essentially beeswax and vegetable oils. I'll turn the lathe up on high, and I'll just create a lot of heat here. Yep, she can watch 2 lives, Kev. She's going to do it. All right, that's good and soaked in there. I'll get a little bit more butter here. Doesn't take much. It's like Neosporin. Everybody always adds too much Neosporin because, you know, it smears from here to kingdom come. Now we'll just heat this one up, get it all prettied up. All right. Beautiful. That certainly is maple. There's always little tiny like amber spots on here. Beautiful. I got to take this to the leopard scope. But I'll show you the little white spots on the leopard scope. And that is so hard that, we're glad you popped in. It's so hard that the dye cannot penetrate. No matter how long you leave it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go to the digital microscope, leopard scope. Okay, here we go. It's also so pink you can hardly see it. But see that chatoyance, those little cat eye type of things? Beautiful. And there's the little tiny white spots that will not absorb the dye. That's how hard they are. And then here's the more viewable abalone. Looks gorgeous. Man, that pink is bright. Look at that. Oh, I love that. It almost fluoresces. It's so bright a pink. Beautiful. Very nice. Nice blank. All right, let's see. What do we got next? We have Christmas candy. Rounded pointy. And again, 0.56. Lock, nest, turn, please. Easy peasy. I just mounted the blank, removed the diaper. I will change the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's a nice blank. I like that pink on the end of that black and white abalone. All right, here comes the Christmas candy. This is called. And man, I went outside to get Carrie's phone connected to her car. Whoo, is it chilly? My goodness. Hey, Kevin, did you get the message about the markers I need? I know he's about done. Okay, here we go. Let's take it up to 400 miles an hour. Blower is on. Actually, let me back out the banjo just a little bit. Oh, I love that feeling. Silky smooth going around in my hand on when it's like that. Not one bump on it. Yeah, I imagine there'll be a lot of New Year's Eve things going on. Ryan Seacrest countdown. Heck yeah. Used to be Casey Kasem's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Remember Casey Kasem? Oh, man. I'll never miss that guy. American Top 40 on Sunday morning. What a great voice he had. Oh, my goodness. Good writers, good cadence. Okay, we're going to do rounded pointy. We start back here. Now, this is all resin, so this will go a lot faster. A little bit of glitter for the gorgeousness. Or no, that was Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. That's what that was. 0.60 coming down. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Another wonderful host from American Bandstand. Do 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 to the bandstand. Bandstand. I like the pink that's in this one. It's almost what would Carrie call that? Salmon or something? Good clear in there. This is going to blow your mind. This one here. It's I love how I think it's a DP Sparkler or a DPP blanks, right? Rachel and her gang blanks by DPP. I don't know if she mixes them up or her mom mixes them up or whatever, but man, what a great eye for colors you wouldn't expect. That's what I love about a DPP was, or blanks by DPP blanks. .63. Need some more skinny there. Yeah, Casey, he was awesome. Yes, he did a lot of voices for cartoon characters. You know it. And I think it was funny. I couldn't even believe who his wife was on the cheer show. She was Nick Tortelli's new wife after him and Carla got a divorce. Jean Kasem came on the scene. She was a riot. 0.578. We're getting there real close, real close. How the Eagles doing, Christina? You pull it off yet? Kevin and I were talking NBA and college football this morning on the way to work. All right, how are we doing? We are on the money there. Love it. Let's skinny down the middle and get us a little Loch Ness monster going on here. And the Loch Ness monster is really just a couple of bumps in the middle that look like the serpent's body coming up out of the loch. I've been to Loch Ness back in the 80s when I was in the Navy over there in Scotland. Pretty uneventful. I didn't see any monster. Still a believer. They won. Ooh, 13-12. That's a win. I'll take it. Kevin will say, it's only 1 point, Dad. I said, yeah, but that's all you need. Anything less would be a tie. Okay, we're going to need 2 nice bumps in there. That should be about the right measure there. Yep, that looks good. But Casey Kasem did do the top 4. Yes, he did. Oh, yeah, he was good. I used to listen to him on my AM radio. My mom and dad would go for a drive, and I have my AM radio in the back with that little hard white plastic wired earphone to your jack on your little radio. Oh, man, that was so good. What can I buy to shine up my pens again? What's wrong with them, Raccoon Eyes? The first thing you can do, unless you've given them a really rough treatment, which I couldn't imagine, it's just diamond painting. Unless you drop them on the floor a lot, they would get dinged up. But soap and water is the first thing I would do, because that'll get the grease from your hands all cleaned off of the pen. And you know, your hands they have oils on them. That's what fingerprints come from, leaving oils behind. And the same thing happens for your diamond painting pens. The more you use them, they get a little grimy, sweat and oil from your hands. So the first thing I recommend is soap and water. Sounds sort of funny. By the way, this is Berta's favorite turn when she was here. She would be like, I want everything Loch Ness. Very comfortable for the hand. Now, if it's a glossiness you're looking for, depending on how they were finished, if they came from us, yeah, look a little dull. Yeah, just soap and water should help. But if they're a little dull, if they came from us, they're not coated in any CA glue. CA glue over time gets scratched and grimy, and you'd have to sand all the CA glue off, and you'd have to do that on a lathe. Or you could have them take all the CA glue off and finish them the way you do. We don't use CA glue because that happens over time. So it depends on where the pen is from and how they finished it is my first answer, other than soap and water. Let me refill my water bottle here. But generally, they just get dirty from your hands. If you're eating something in diamond painting and you take a bite with your fingers, and you know nobody's hands are perfectly antiseptically clean, so you'll have a little bit of the food grease or particle or whatever left on your hands. No big deal. But anyway, soap and water is the first thing I would do, and then see how they shape up from there. I can't imagine the amount of DNA on my hands. I never CO them, clean them. That's okay. There you go. And we don't use CA glue because I can't trust that finish once it leaves here. But when I do my finish, which is all sanding and polishing, I know what it is when it leaves here, and it won't get yellow, won't get grimy, nothing like that. All you can really do is just soap and water. But there's many turners that like to do a CA finish because, quite frankly, it looks gorgeous. It's super, super shiny. But I can get almost the same shine by sanding and polishing. And it doesn't take any longer, and the cost is different. There's no extra cost because CA glue is not cheap. Nice, Cindy. And then the last thing is if they really do get beat up because you throw them around and hit the cat with them or try to score points on the television during a good football game, you could bring them back here, and for a couple bucks, we'll just put them back on here and resand them up. But if there's CA glue on them, I'd have to remove all the CA glue to finish it up. And not that it happens very often, but I have heard of people, you know how they get the bling on there, you get those little jewels and stuff. I have heard of some of those coming off because either they don't stick to the CA glue anymore, or you bang them and they come off, or they stuck up, or weren't adhere well the first time or something. But that's why I don't do a lot of bling here, because I can't trust it when it leaves the shop. It looks cool. I love it. Stacy Travis, my buddy, her and Vicky and Lisa, they're masters at it. They do a great job. Donna Bass, oh my goodness. I just don't know what it does for the long run. Now, if you just take your pen, and just sit it in your holder and don't use it, looks fantastic, all blinged up and stuff, that's awesome, because there's very little chance that it will come apart. But our pens are sort of built for use, ergonomically turned and shined up so they don't fail, nothing to fall off them. Just keep on. Look at Cindy. She's been cranking for a long time. 500 member pen. That was a while. Yeah, Christina, I'm with you for a usable tool, but for, a little desk, what do you call it? Desk diamond, whatever you want to call it. I've seen some gorgeous pens out there that are just, I'm like, wow, those guys are really good at that stuff. And there are people who just love some bling. And let's be real, there's a couple of pens you really use a lot unless you're color matching. And again, I'm speaking very generally. Everybody's got their own method for doing what they do. But Carrie's got a lot of pens that are gorgeous that just sit on the desk looking pretty. She goes, I like them. I like to look at them. I said, then there you go. You don't have to justify it to me. I am not the boss of you. I'm hardly the boss of me. You know what, Rebecca? That's a really good question. And as I'm diving into the fountain pen world, I do find a lot of people out there, even more than diamond painters, who buy pens and use them occasionally. But they're just collectors. Everybody collects something. I collect tools and gadgets. That's my collection thing. Carrie collects pens, diamond painting kits, Harry Potter keys. Kevin's got his Lego collection. I enjoy looking at them. I built one way back in the day. Grew up playing with Legos some point in my life. But yeah, everybody collects something. I got a lot of tools I use occasionally. I use some a lot, and then I use some occasionally. But man, whatever makes your heart sing, that's what you do. I mean, I'm a tiny bit of an art collector. I got a Mickey Sunshine art jug now, and I got a print that's hanging up. So that's pretty cool. And not all art sings to me, but I saw that one. I said, "Oh, that is too cool," and I had to have it. So bartered around for it. We'll be doing her pen soon, and I paid nothing for the art. She'll pay nothing for her pen. Good exchange. And I don't know what service she uses to print them up, but they're sort of print on demand kind of thing. And I don't know if that's an Amazon thing or some other printer out there, but they deliver a very nice G clay. And G clay, by the way, is a very undefined term other than a piece of art produced nicely, a reprint of something using a good printing process. But there's no real official standard term or legal definition by anybody. Two prints, that's right. Carrie got the Christmas tree. She really liked that. That was cool. All right. Short of Kevin doing his buffing job, this one is done. Yeah, it's good depth in there. Love it. It's the clear. The colors are great, but it's the clear that gives it that dimensionality. And that's the part I love the most. Man, look at that. Got to show you this one under the microscope. I'm going to have to buff that end there just to make it super shiny. I won't buff the whole pen, but I'll just buff this end here. There was a part in there I really, really liked. And this is just a quick buffer. Kevin will do a much nicer job. Let's see, Leopard scope. So look at that red stripe through there. How does it do that? It's like there's like a green on the edge of it, and it just goes through there. Let me see if I can focus that a little bit better. There we go. And look at that puffy pink in there. Is that the back of somebody? It looks like the Buddha sitting away from you. Look at that. There's the Buddha in there. That's funny. It looks like flowing Pepto-Bismol. Now, I didn't buff up the rest of it. You can see my fingerprints all over it, but it's gorgeous too. Look at that. Let me wipe this off a little bit here. Look at that clear in there. Yeah, excuse all my finger sanding marks on there. Look at that. Look at that bulbous pink in there. Is that too cool or what? See, that's the kind of pen I could just sit and look at because it's just mesmerizing. And then, of course, the end here is clear as well. You can see the bushing through the middle there. Anyway, that's pretty slick. Let's see. I went for a better quality paper for the prints. Nice, nice. Yeah, we got two prints. That's right. Well, we appreciate that, Cindy. Yeah, Cindy collects cover minders. See, everybody collects something. I used to rotate through my pens or they would not get used. Absolutely. I was thinking of using Aussie oil or triple E. I don't know what that is, Larry. Oh, moving away from a can finish. I'm with you. Yeah, when I'm doing wood, I like wax and oils and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely the way you mix the resin, but what's key is how you pour it in there to get it to do what you want it to do. Okay, let me mount this up, remove the diaper, and I will switch the camera. Or you guys will be yelling camera. Yeah, if it's wood, I use beeswax and oil. It's a mixture I buy. It's not like I mix it up or something. So it demics me and turns the camera off. That's just weird. Okay. Pen finishes. You bet, Larry. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you there. Now I'll show you something here. When they make these blanks here, if you notice, this side is all white. Can't see the notes. When you come over to this side, it's all black, notey kind of thing. And the rest of it up here is pretty much centered. I'm not sure if they pour it this way or pour it that way, but if you'll notice, if you look down on here, I have to drill in the middle of that circle to go around the pattern. And this is a little off center to that side, as you can see. If I drill down the middle, then the blank would be off a little bit. So luckily this will turn out beautifully. But when you're putting this in there, they have to make the notes a little smaller than the actual tube they put it in so it'll fit. If not, they wouldn't get it in. Okay, here we go. And if you'll notice, see how this one wobbles on this end? The blank itself is wobbling, but the pattern on the inside is not wobbling. It's perfectly rounded. So when I cut this one down, and again, these are really made for ink pens, but we convert everything made for an ink pen here into diamond painting pens. We saw the blanks, made some pens. People love them. They're cool. Right now, I'm just evening out the blank, so it's wonderful to turn. And now you can see all the notes from all the way around. Now, if I didn't do that and we were doing some thinning down here, you would get a lot of the black center rather than the note, and that would start showing through. That's why we need to center on that mold that's on the inside of the blank. Let's see, beautiful, beautiful. Looks like a mixture of galaxies. Yeah, it's cool. It is a Christmas candy, I think it was called. You're having a problem with finding someone like that here in my state my state is stuck in the Stone Age. Then again, maybe I'm not sure. Oh, what are you looking for? Well, I would like to mix my own finish. Beeswax and oil. Just Google it. Just Google it, Larry. You'll be the master, man. Make your own mixture. Test it out and people will buy from you. All right, let's see. What are we doing on this one? 0.56, I'm sure. Let's see. Music notes blank, 5 1/4 long, 0.56 rounded, pointy. Tim's choice. There's nothing else. No add-ons, no twist and picks, nothing like that. Okay. Let's get the rounded pointy in the 0.56 first. Let's see what we're getting down to here. We're down about a 0.64. Got a long way to go. .60 coming down. Toys, 5th floor. Ladies lingerie, 4th floor. Shoes, 3rd floor. Men's jackets, 2nd floor. And the 1st floor is our restaurant. Please enjoy while you're here. 0.57, almost on the money. Yeah, here's what I love about these 3D. There's a 3D printed blank. It's a resin printed blank, and it's 3-dimensional because it prints in resin. I have to show you mine one day. I got a resin printer. I'm experimenting doing some of these type of blanks. It's way cool, but you never lose the notes. They're always on the side you're on. They never disappear unless you get too thin. Every time I see music notes on a white thing, for some reason I think of Elton John. And when I was a young man in Atlanta, Georgia, Decatur, Georgia, actually, I was in Peachcrest Elementary School, and my music teacher was Mr. Coffin, and we were learning Benny and the Jets. That could be why I think of that. Doing that, and we're learning The Sound of Silence, too. That was about 1973, I think. I think that's about when Hank Aaron beat Babe Ruth's home run record. I remember that because my librarian, Mrs. Morris, was a black lady, and she was very excited to have a black man beat Babe Ruth's record. And I thought, well, that's really cool. If he hits that many home runs, he deserves to beat it. $57, almost on the money. Yeah, Sound of Silence. And I think the reason I think of Elton John is he had an album that I think Mr. Coffin used to hold up that had some kind of staff with notes on it or something like that. And I think he was sitting at a piano, or I can't remember. But yeah, Sound of Silence is a bit of an eerie song. It when what's that group that did it recently, and that bald-headed guy was sort of screaming it. He did such a great job with that song. can't remember the name of that group. It's some kind of heavy metal group or death metal group or something like that. Disturbed. That was the name of that group. You mean sister used to play it. What made you cry? Was it sad? Simon and Garfunkel is the classic one, right? That's what we grew up on. But man, that Disturbed one, that dude was intense. Raise your hand if you listen to my song, Christmas at Leopard Leatherworks. It's in our video sections. Pretty cool. Let's see now. What are we going to do here? We already did vases. You know what really cool here? Bast barrette. Maybe not. I'm thinking. I hate to get into the middle of those notes. The easy way out is to do a mustache. That way you minimally touch all of the notes and then you get to shine them up. Whatever it is, this all shined up looks amazing. Yeah. How do I, no matter what I do, most of the cuts will cut through the notes. Let's go find out where the middle is and see if that gives us any inspiration. 5 1/4. There's our middle there. And that goes right through those notes right there. Got a quarter note, eighth note, 16ths. Yeah, baby. Now we could do an open one or single pane window, because if we cut in here, we're just thinking right now, and then cut in here, which is about the same distance away, we're going to highlight this note section in the middle. But that does cut into a lot of notes. It'll cut into, you won't lose any notes, you'll just cut into them. We don't lose a thing. That's the cool with these 3D printed blanks. Let's go with that. That'll look pretty cool, I think. Carrie's got a pen with this on this. She'll be selling on the New Year's Eve thing. A note pen, ink pen we made, I think. I think she still got it. Yeah, it is a very haunting melody. I can see that. Now, due to the placement of the notes, this is a very large window. Yeah, back on that collecting things. I got a lot of tools here in the shop. A lot of them I don't use a ton. But man, when Carrie says this needs fixed or this is broke or can you do something with this, I just go to my repertoire of tools and we'll get it done. I don't hang on to a lot of junk though, a lot of nuts and bolts and stuff like that, because man, I've seen people do that and they just end up with coffee can full of nuts and bolts and screws and washers and stuff they'll never use. They'll hand it down to their kids and they'll hand it down to their kids. And yeah. Watch all this black swirl around. I'm using that sponge from the wood earlier. Look at that. It looks too cool. I'm going to do a little bit of shaping. That's why I grabbed this sponge here, because it's got a little bit of grit to it. I want this to be a nice smooth up and down here. And that was all over my fingers. Probably going to be all over my fingers again. That looks like a bloody mess on screen. Which laser cut blanks you talking about, Larry? I know I've seen your Claws series. Oh, the laser cut blanks. Yes, for the writing pens. They are cool. They are neat. I've eyeballed those. In fact, there's somebody's website out there that's all they do is the laser cut blanks, and they supply them to Turner's Warehouse and Penn State and Wood Turnings and wherever else I've seen them. But yes, I have seen those, and they are wicked neat. Don't have time right now to put one of those together, but I like them. Getting smooth. The kids are back. And by the way, I always have time to do it for a customer, just not for my own self. Be clear about that. I'm here for the customer in this venue. Got that black stuff everywhere. My goodness. It is everywhere. And yes, so I can earn some organizational time in the garage. I'm going to be doing 2 franchises, doing one tomorrow afternoon. I think it's either Christina or Crystal. And then whichever one of those doesn't get done tomorrow, it'll be done on Tuesday afternoon. Got them all prepped and ready to go. But I got up this morning and, man, my back was twisted. Took me about an hour just to almost function. And that doesn't normally happen. I think it's because I sat on the couch all Christmas Day and the day after hanging out with Carrie. Not usually that sitting chair. Kevin's here. Everybody wants to know. We're glad, Kevin. Ooh, that's feeling smooth. What you got, Kev? Oh, you've done most already? Oh, you get the markers? Markers. You didn't hear me when I said I need Sharpie markers? No. Oh. That's cool. They'll be here eventually. Yeah, but I need multicolored, like 8 colors in a package kind of thing, not just black markers. Ann is on. She's been here the whole time. I didn't know Ann's last name, and now I do. No. Everybody saying, "Hey, Kevin." Hey, me. What is what, Denise? I missed something. We've dropped down to 49 now. 49 what? 32 what? Oh, degrees. But who has listened to the Christmas at Leopard Leatherworks song? Raise your hand. 31 degrees. It feels like 16. Oh, what is on my hands, Denise, is called oxidized sawdust when you're sanding from bloodwood. One of your pens today was a bloodwood pen. And I have learned that when it's actually dark purple, super, super deep purple. And when you wet sand bloodwood, the heat and the oxygen turn the sawdust black as it oxidizes. So it got into all my fingers and all that kind of stuff and turned all my fingers black. And so, yeah, it's crazy. It'll wear off. I showed it to Carrie. She goes, "What is that?" I go, I think that stuff is bloodwood. So I chat GPT'd all about bloodwood, and it said, yeah, this is not a defect. This is the way it works. All part of the job, Denise. Can't all be sunshine and roses here at Leopard Leatherworks. Got to get dirty once in a while. What happened with the pen? Oh, yeah, I got in trouble today. Carrie yelled at me. I took Denise's pen. She had, and you watched the video. She has a Fordite with blue pen, Fordite with blue resin pen, and a bloodwood with a little bit of a blue purple part in it. Beautiful bloodwood. Got some great sapwood on it, the whole bit. And she had this really cool blue pen kit, metallic blue, picked out for the Fordite, and then the gold and chrome picked out for the bloodwood. And I said, man, that is too cool. So don't do that. Not here. Don't want to get hurt. But because you got long sleeves on, I don't want you to get caught in the lathe. But So I switched. We got one up on top. So I switched the pen kits, and I put and you watch the video, you'll see them. And I put the blue on the Bloodwood thing, and I'm telling you, it looked like a blacked out limousine. I was so proud of myself. And I came in, I go, Carrie's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So switch them back. So I had to take them apart and redo them, reassemble them.
He said he was trying to use his colors.
My color choosing ability. I'm telling you, you look at that video, that black pen was freaking awesome. Carrie's like, no. Okay, here it is. The note. Oh, this is awesome. No, but I got to keep sanding right here. There's just a molecular layer of resin on top of that note right there. The rest of them are solid black notes, but that one's a little light. So we're going to. So I'm not allowed to choose colors.
So who chooses color, Tim?
I don't know. I won't admit. I thought it looked bad. Bad A. You know what I'm saying? Go look at that video and just tell me that isn't one cool looking pen. And the other one, there's a design in the chrome part of the golden chrome one, and it sort of looks like Fordite pattern. Carrie's like, no. That's not the point. The point is I tried to walk off the plank and fell off the ship.
Do you trust the color, Tim or Carrie? No problem if you do trust me. But he thought he was doing color. You don't do color.
Almost there. Just still a little bit foggy there. You like that, Larry? I wrote that and composed the music with a little AI help. I don't think I've seen Jess tonight. All right, let's see how that note looks now. Perfect. Denise, Kevin's going to be buffing your pens. Pants. Going to be buffing your pants. Kevin thinks that's funny. I know. Yeah, he texted Denise, I'm going to be buffing your pants. Cindy, there's another of them up on TikTok. And I think I publish some others up on our group, Gabe, or no? That might have been on my own YouTube thing. The buffer's running, Kev. I'm resanding this middle piece here since I had to wear it down with the to get that note to show. I'll do a New Year's song too. Kevin's just jealous. Larry, if you Google something, you're using AI, buddy. I use AI every day. That's okay. You don't need to do TikTok. We're everywhere. I don't do TikTok much except to post up stuff up there that I'm turning just to get a little traffic, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's Kevin even says there's a lot of scammers on TikTok. I go, yeah, there's scammers everywhere, but a bunch of them on there.
I post my shorts on YouTube more than TikTok.
All right, this will finish this one up very nicely here in the middle. Beautiful. Oh, that's awesome. The notes are absolutely stark black on there now. And when you buff it up, you're going to see a mica swirl going around the notes, which a little bit of a mother of pearl type of look. Yeah, that's nice. I love that blank. Man, when they came out with that, I bought 5 immediately. These are Ann's. Raccoon eyes. There it is. The note pen. The note blank. What is the best you could do? What is she? What's wrong? What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Those are Ann's for the night. Yeah, these are her for this evening. All right, everybody. That was fun. Let's see. Let me get my face on. Here we are. We're back in the TV here. Everybody see my new curtains? Don't know if you've been around, but here's my new curtains here in the shop. I can't get the laptop. These cords need to be longer there. There we go. But on the other side of those curtains is the lathe. And I put the curtains over when I'm turning the square into a round so that all the stuff stays over there. Because normally what happens, it comes all over here on the mixing desk, over on the buffing center, the pots, on top of everything over here. So comes on top of the laptop. It's just, that stuff shoots everywhere around the room. But that is what we're doing. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. We will see you again tomorrow night. And I should have a premiere tomorrow afternoon of somebody's pens that I do. And other than that, Happy New Year. If we don't see you till then, look for our 31st New Year's Eve celebration. Be in and out all day, evening kind of thing. Apparently we're starting something.
So
right here.
No. Right,
yeah, they want to see your Bucky shirt. See your Bucky shirt?
Anyway, so we will be live early in the morning doing our New Year's Eve 10 pour. Are we doing 5 or 10?
I don't know, whatever you tell me.
Okay, we'll decide. We'll have a vote. And then we will be going on and off all day with ready to ship destash pens from things we've made on my collection, going through it. So there's a variety of things there, good prices. There'll be some blanks at a super low price that we can turn for you, and kits, diamond painting kits. So you'll get some good prices there, and we might have some bidding going on.
Almost half price on blanks we've got in stock, right? Yeah.
There were some that were just here, just take the rest of these. And so they would be free blanks. You just pay for turning service. So a lot of good things like that going on throughout the day. I didn't know where the camera was. So be here, key on the lookout, and you can always.
So early New Year's Eve or in the morning? Wow.
And then the real kickoff party starts at 5 p.m. Central. till after midnight. So it's going to be fun.
Blackfinger Tim, actually Deep Purple.
Yeah.
Good rock band, 70s. Yeah.
So that live is scheduled. It's been scheduled for a while. So if you can join us and don't have any plans, hang out with
What
us.
are you doing?
What are you doing?
Now you're making faces.
At me?
No, he's just making faces in general.
He's trying to I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, Kayleen, you always come when we're just about to leave. We miss you so much.
Oh dear.
Need to be here earlier, girl.
Hello, Teresa.
Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central. Yep, Teresa been here for a while.
Yep.
Kevin. Okay, we got to get out of here. We're just getting silly now.
I'm not. The rest of you Looney Tunes. You making decisions on your own where you should not do.
Don't talk about my mistakes.
I told you. I write it on the back. You should write it on the bag so I know what to do.
Oh
And
no, I saw it written on the bag. I just wanted to do a artistic change.
Do not trust him. Trust Carrie
For colors.
for colors.
Got it.
He is.
All right, let's say good night.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you around.
Next one.
Bye-bye.